recognize Mr. Alford from the great state of Missouri for 5 minutes.
Well, thank you, Mr. Chair. I do appreciate Mr. McGarvey's questions, and also I was remiss by not mentioning our ranking member on Oversight Subcommittee, Derek Tran, for his great work. Thank you, sir. I look forward to helping make this a better organization. I'm also on the Appropriations Subcommittee for Financial Services and General Government, which oversees SBA. I want to pick up on McGarvey's line of questioning here. I believe in FY 2026, you guys requested $140 million. Is that correct? And
yes, sir.
And that's what we came up with. I know this is an authorizing committee. I'm just curious, do we need more money in this pot?
At the current time, no, sir. I think our projections are, but we can't control Mother Nature.
Right. As we saw with Helene in October 2024, there was no one thinking that a hurricane would hit North Carolina and do the type of devastation that it did.
Yes, sir, that is correct.
And yet we do have procedures in place where we have special funding coming through the appropriations process. Chairman Cole has made it very clear that we are going to take care of the American people.
Yes, sir.
So should something come about, we will try to make that happen to where we can cover those in need. What steps have you already taken to make sure disaster victims receive assistance in a timely manner, and have you implemented any changes to better serve rural communities?
Yes, sir. I think one of the things that we've done is we've kind of done away with the OR principle that was founded in our Process and Disbursement Center. One of those OR principles was after someone has put in an application and we were trying to reach out, we would reach out via email, or we would reach out via text, or we would reach out via telephone, or we would try to send someone by. And we've done away with that because there's a 3-day window that if someone didn't reply, we automatically withdrew them thinking they might not want our assistance. Well, until you've put yourself in a disaster's survivor's mindset, you can't understand that. So we've taken away the or and we've made it an and. So you're going to try every way you can to get a hold of somebody, making sure that you've given them the amount of time necessary. The second part, and something I'm extremely proud of, one of the first things I did is we have a lot of folks that have never been on a disaster scene. So we've implemented a disaster training program where every single employee that works in disaster, who's never been on a disaster scene, has to deploy. They have to sit down across the table from a disaster survivor. They have to hear their story. They have to see the tear streaks through the mud on their face. They have to experience walking through a community and hearing the stories of the disaster and how much we need to rebuild. Our goal is to make that no longer a lone number, but an actual individual that's facing something on the other side of that disaster. And so we've seen great success with that so far. Our team is very excited for a lot of our folks that's never seen a disaster, not a true disaster, not, and I won't say a tornado's not, I've had a lot of tornadoes hit where I live, but they knock a few trees over and they move on. But a true disaster, it's changing some of our employees' mindset, giving them a heart and a passion, even more than what they already had.
Why is that so important, do you think?
As an emergency manager, one of the most impactful things I ever saw in my life is I was standing around a burn barrel with my governor talking to some disaster survivors. And if you don't know, I'm in Georgia, so a burn barrel is a 55-gallon drum, sorry. And so we were standing around this burn barrel. It's a January tornado. We're trying to stay warm. And I didn't realize at first how we were getting a fire in this barrel. I just knew there was a barrel that was on fire, and we were warm standing there talking. And all of a sudden I looked over, and I realized the homeowner was tearing parts of their roof that was laid in their front yard off the side of their house, and they were feeding this fire with parts of their home to try to keep us warm because they knew we were there to help. And I thought in that moment, the folks that are here to try to help somebody, we're still being served by folks who have a genuine heart. Our rural communities have a genuine heart. They need our assistance. And I thought in that moment I would do anything I could to recover that person. I saw the same thing in Kentucky. I saw these things, and I talked with these folks, and to me, getting folks to understand that it's a real-life person facing a scenario they didn't volunteer to be in, bringing that human element back to them, making sure that they have the opportunity to recover, get their life back to normal as best we can help them, it's a passion, sir.
Mr. Stalling, I'm out of time, but I don't know you from Adam, but I respect you, and I'm so glad that you are in this position, and Administrator Loeffler as well, leading the SBA with courage, conviction, and heart. I think the American people will be very appreciative of your efforts going forward. Thank you, sir, and I yield back.